Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to Deep Learning video lecture series. This is Dr. Chiranjeevi Manike, Professor in Data Science and Cybersecurity, MLR Institute of Technology, Hyderabad. In this lecture, I am going to give a brief idea about Python libraries. So, I am not going to explain the code, etc. I just want to explore what are the libraries and what are the main features of these libraries. So in this lecture, I am going to explore mainly about three libraries: NumPy, Pandas, and Matplotlib. What is a NumPy? And these are all the libraries are open source. I have already explained what are the open source softwares, etc. And what is this NumPy? It's a fundamental package for the scientific computing with Python. Like most of the time we create a one-dimensional arrays, two-dimensional, n-dimensional arrays, and we'll do some indexing, concatenations, etc. So it's a powerful n-dimensional arrays would be created by using this NumPy. The fast and versatile, that is NumPy vectorization, indexing, broadcasting the concepts are the de facto standards of the array computing today. So nearly every scientist working in the Pandas draws on the power of NumPy. And it is a numerical computing tool. Like NumPy offers a comprehensive mathematical functions, random number generators, like most of the time we generate the random numbers, and the linear algebra routines and Fourier transforms and more would be done with this numerical computing tool. And it is, as I said, it is an open source, like distributed under the license BSD, and few other open source tools are available under the GPL, General Public License. So NumPy is developed and maintained publicly on GitHub by the vibrant, responsive, and the diverse community. So why this open source tools are becoming more and more popular? Because of the large community. So if any bug identified, then it would be resolved immediately, and it's a free of cost. So we can download it and we can we can implement our own functions and libraries, etc., so that we can also redistribute it. So interoperable, this is another feature. Like NumPy supports a wide range of hardware and computing platforms, and it plays well with the distributed, mainly the GPU, graphical processing unit, and the sparse array libraries. And the performance point of view, the core of NumPy is a well optimized C code. So we enjoy the flexibility of Python with the speed of a compiled code, and it's very easy to use. So that is NumPy's high level syntax makes it accessible and productive for programmers from any background or experience levels. So you can also practice. So there are n number of examples in this NumPy. The website there, they have their interactive tool also to practice the code, etc. So that is, if you practice this library, and so that you can understand and you can easily apply the appropriate the techniques to design the deep learning models. And another very important Python library that is we need to explore to understand and to design this deep learning, that is to implement the deep learning models, that is a Pandas. So Pandas is a Python package that provides a fast, flexible, and expressive data structure. This is mainly designed to make working with the relational or the labeled data both easy and intuitive. Mainly, most of the time we use the data, that is the data frame. We create the data frames, and we'll do the many operations on this data frames. Its mainly aim is, the fundamental aim of this is high level building blocks for doing the real world data analysis in Python. So it has the broader goal of becoming the most powerful and flexible open source and data analysis or the manipulation tool that is available in any language. So we can read the data from the different sources like a CSV, Excel, and the paraquet HTML, HDFS, JSON, etc., and then converted into this also with the help of this data frame. And if you look at the main features of pandas, mainly it's very easy for handling of missing data, because the most of this whatever the libraries we are discussing, pandas, numpy, and the matplotlib, these are all mainly we use for pre-processing and exploratory data analysis, etc. So size mutability is another very important feature, that is columns can be inserted and deleted from the data frames, so and the higher dimensional objects. Automatic and explicit data alignment, that is another important feature of this pandas. So objects can be explicitly aligned to a set of labels, or the user can simply ignore the labels and let the series data frames, etc. And it is more powerful, flexible group by functionality, that is to perform the split, apply, combine operations on the data sets for both the aggregating and transforming the data. So much transformation need to be done. So much operations will perform, that is to convert the data into the required format, that is before we submit to the deep learning model. So it makes it easy to convert the ragged, differently indexed data in other Python and NumPy data structures into data frame objects. And intelligent label-based slicing, the fancy indexing, subsetting of large data sets are possible. So intuitive merging and joining the data sets, these are the features of the pandas. And also the flexible reshaping, like the two-dimensional and like one-dimensional arrays, and could be reshaped into the two-dimensional to 3 dimensions, like, and the pivoting of the data sets, and hierarchical labeling of accesses, that is mainly possible to have multiple labels for the tick. And the robust input-output tools, mainly for loading data from the flat files, CSV, and delimited files, and Excel files, databases, and saving and loading the data from the ultra-fast HDFS, even HDF5 formats. And the time series, that is a specific functionality. That's another feature of this pandas. So date range generations, frequency conversion, moving window statistics, shifting the date, and lagging. These are the main features of pandas. So the practice, if you want to practice, and this the pandas website, we have all the functionalities with all the examples, so that that if you would practice that, and I think that is more than enough. But we need to practice, and we have to continuously revise the concept so that we could remember. Next, another very, very important, mainly used in exploratory data analysis, and also to visualize mainly the result part, like confusion matrix, or the plots, or the accuracies, etc. This is very, very important library. So we need to understand to design beautiful visualizations. So it is a comprehensive library for creating static and as well as animated and interactive visualization in Python. It makes things easy and hard things possible. And if you look at the features, like what we could do with this matplotlib, and it creates a publication quality plots. So high quality plots would be generated by using this matplotlib, and it makes the interactive figures that can zoom, pan, update, etc. And we can customize, visualize the style and layout, and we could export these plots or the images or visualizations to the many file formats, and we could also embed in the Jupyter Lab and graphical user interfaces. So it uses a rich array of third-party packages built on the matplotlib. So let us see what are those domain-specific tools we use. But we may not use all these domain-specific tools in a deep learning, but few like the Cban. Cban is one of the important tool that we use along with this matplotlib. It's a Seaborn is a high-level interface for drawing the statistical graphics with a matplotlib. Its main aim is to make the visualization a central part of exploring and understanding the data sets. So next, the other domain-specific tools like a Cartopy, and this is a package designed for geospatial data processing in order to produce the maps and other geospatial data analysis. And DNA feature viewer, it's again another Python library to visualize the DNA features. And plot9 is an implementation of a grammar of graphics in Python. It allows the users to compose plots by explicitly mapping data to the visual objects and that make the plots. And the WCS Access is a framework for making plots of astronomical data in a matplotlib. So these are the tools, mainly the libraries, so that we need to explore and we need to practice a lot and to understand. So how we can deal the data before, like to convert the data into the required format. That means before we apply or fit into any model. So in this we discuss mainly the three important libraries, Python libraries. So like pandas, NumPy, matplotlib. So the pandas, NumPy arrays, mainly here we have to remember the concept called as data frames, how the data frames would be used, the indexing, etc., what are operations we could perform, and how we import the data, and we can export the data into the different format. And NumPy, how we can import this, like pandas could be import pandas as a PD, and like NumPy could be imported as NumPy as a NP. So np dot array, we can create one dimensional and we can reshape it, we can find out the sizes, etc. And another important one is a matplotlib, that is mainly for visualization purpose. So here we, along with this matplotlib, we use the Seaborn, another tool. So these are the common for data scientists or any other who want to write the programs in Python. Like these are the fundamental libraries of the Python. But there are, in the next lecture we are going to discuss two other important libraries, mainly the libraries for deep learning, that is a TensorFlow and PyTorch. TensorFlow and PyTorch. So these are the very, very important. So the next lecture will be going to discuss about these two in detail, so that you will understand. And so the lot of practice required, that is to remember each and every functions and the objects, attributes, etc., what are the parameters and how to pass the parameters, what values need to be passed, etc. And this is another part, so that this, like the programming part, so we have to be good at the Python libraries mainly, and this set, and these are the fundamentals, and this is to mainly for deep learning models. So thank you for watching this video.